Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Loya, and on this channel we talk about fashion, personal style, and the aesthetics behind some of the most recognizable wardrobes in pop culture. And today we're talking about Emily Ratajkowski. Emily is a really interesting style figure because people often describe her fashion in a very simplistic way. Usually the word people use is sexy, but if you actually study her outfits, especially her street style in New York, you start to realize that her style is much more intentional than that. Yes, she embraces body-conscious silhouettes. She's worn plenty of sheer dresses, open backs, plunging necklines, and midriff-bearing looks throughout her career. But at the same time, she balances that sensuality with tailoring, vintage pieces, and surprisingly relaxed everyday styling. So in today's video, we're going to break down Emily Ratajkowski's style, the aesthetic behind it, the pieces she wears over and over again, her street style formulas, and how her red carpet fashion fits into the same overall identity. Let's get started. If you look at enough photos of Emily Ratajkowski, a very clear pattern starts to emerge. Her style is built around contrast. She often mixes something sharp or structured with something very body-focused. You might see a tailored piece paired with a cropped top, or relaxed trousers balanced with a silhouette that highlights the waist and hips. Another important element is that Emily tends to keep the overall styling quite simple. Her color palette is often grounded, a lot of black, neutrals, denim, and earthy tones. Hair is usually loose and natural. Makeup stays relatively minimal, and accessories rarely overwhelm the outfit. Because of this, the silhouette becomes the most important element of the look. And many of her signature silhouettes come from pieces she repeats again and again. Low-rise bottoms, sleek black pants, midi skirts that move with the body, cropped tops that highlight the waistline, and body-conscious dresses that emphasize clean lines rather than heavy embellishment. These pieces create a wardrobe that feels sensual, but also very modern and wearable. Emily's street style really became recognizable once she started living in New York. New York fashion tends to reward outfits that are both practical and visually strong, and Emily's wardrobe fits perfectly into that environment. A lot of her everyday outfits revolve around a few key pieces that she repeats constantly. Oversized blazers and boxy leather jackets appear again and again in her street-style photos, often giving the outfit a strong, slightly masculine structure. In fact, leather has become a huge part of her wardrobe. Leather jackets, leather trousers, leather skirts. It's one of the materials that instantly adds that downtown edge to her outfits. When it comes to bottoms, Emily rotates between several silhouettes. Low-rise trousers and jeans appear quite often, which contributes to that slightly 90s, slightly early 2000s feel in her wardrobe. At the same time, she also wears relaxed baggier pants and tailored black trousers that feel very clean and minimal. Midi skirts also appear frequently in her outfits, especially styled in a very relaxed way, with simple tops or casual shoes. And then there are the shoes. Emily loves statement boots, often with a slightly Western influence, including cowboy-style boots that give the outfit a bit of attitude. But she also balances those with sporty sneakers, especially Puma Speedcats, which is another recurring part of her style formula. So, a typical Emily Ratajkowski street-style outfit might combine something structured, something sensual, and something casual. For example, a leather jacket, relaxed trousers, a cropped top, and bold boots. That balance is really the key to her aesthetic. Another interesting aspect of Emily's fashion is her growing interest in vintage clothing. In recent years, she has worn a number of archival designer pieces, particularly from houses like Versace and Gucci. At the 2024 Met Gala, for example, she wore an archival Atelier Versace gown that reflected the dramatic, body-skimming silhouettes that suit her style so well. At the 2023 Met Gala, she appeared in a custom Tory Burch gown inspired by a Chanel couture design from 1993, showing a clear appreciation for fashion history and archival references. She has also been seen wearing vintage Tom Ford-era Gucci pieces, a perfect match for her slightly sensual, late 90s aesthetic. These choices show that her fashion isn't just instinctive. There's a real awareness of fashion heritage behind it. During fashion weeks, Emily tends to push her aesthetic a little further. For example, in recent Paris Fashion Week appearances, she wore a navy sweater styled as a top, with black flared trousers and heeled boots, a knotted white top paired with sleek black pants, and a dramatic backless bodysuit with a matching skirt from Courrèges. Again, what stands out in these outfits is the importance of silhouette. Even when the outfit itself is quite simple, the shape of the look is strong and visually striking. A dramatic open back, a sharply defined waistline, or a bold proportion becomes the focal point. That attention to silhouette is one of the reasons her style feels so recognizable. Emily's red carpet fashion follows a similar philosophy, just with more drama. She often gravitates toward body-skimming dresses, sheer fabrics, open backs, and plunging necklines. These silhouettes highlight the natural lines of the body without relying on excessive embellishment. But even when the dress is very bold, the rest of the styling usually stays restrained. Hair remains soft and natural. Makeup is polished but not heavy. Accessories are kept minimal. That restraint keeps the focus on the silhouette of the dress itself, and it also maintains the same identity we see in her street style: confident, sensual, and modern. If we break Emily Ratajkowski's style down into a few simple ideas, several patterns become clear. First, she builds outfits around strong silhouettes rather than complicated styling. Second, she balances sensual pieces, like crop tops or body-conscious dresses, with more structured elements like blazers or leather jackets. And third, she keeps the overall look relatively effortless. Hair, makeup, and accessories rarely feel overly styled. That balance between boldness and ease is really what defines her aesthetic. If I had to summarize Emily Ratajkowski's style, I would describe it as a combination of model off-duty cool, vintage-inspired sensuality, and downtown New York confidence. Her everyday wardrobe revolves around a few key elements: leather pieces, strong tailoring, low-rise trousers, midi skirts, capri pants, cropped tops, relaxed pants, and knee-high boots. None of these pieces are overly complicated on their own, but when they come together, they create a look that feels confident, modern, and unmistakably hers. If you want to capture Emily Ratajkowski's aesthetic, think about outfits that combine structure and confidence. Looks where a strong silhouette becomes the focal point of the outfit. Combinations that balance something tailored with something relaxed or body-focused. And styling that feels natural rather than overly polished. Because ultimately, Emily's style isn't about complicated fashion formulas. It's about creating outfits that feel confident, effortless, and authentic. And that's my breakdown of Emily Ratajkowski's style. If there are other celebrities whose fashion you'd like me to analyze in future videos, let me know in the comments. I always love reading your suggestions. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.